What's up, YouTube? This is aka the Fire Dog Crew doing another Stellarknight deck profile for the upcoming format. And hopefully, if the ban list doesn't change anything, it's pretty much stay the same. Besides the extra deck, with the new Ptolemy's card, gonna make this build, well, this deck specifically, a lot better. Being able to go to Trevor, Deathros, and Diamond a lot faster when we need to. Um, there's a couple of cards that changed to make it a little better, for like Monarch and Burning Abyss. But it's pretty much built to fight Cosmo pretty much, for the current meta. But it's pretty good. Like, I got my invite with this deck 3 times, so minus a couple of card differences, but it's pretty much overall still pretty much a decent deck, and it's only going to get stronger comes November. But let's jump right into the deck profile. Tell your friends, because I really see a lot of Stellarknight players with their different builds, and they're okay, but not. I don't think it's strong as mine. So y'all step your game up and try to let's bring this Stellarknight Nation a little closer so we can put this deck in at least the top 5 bracket. So if y'all got any other ideas or any changes I can make, please like, subscribe, and leave comments below. Tell your friends to look at it and see what they think. Try to get my views up a little bit more and more subscribers. Start off 3 Denebs, Stratus for the deck, normal, special, search for Stellarknight. Next, you got 3 Stellarknight Altars, basics, revival, the Stellarknights from the grave. Next, we got 3 Unkalaha. Set up, dump the Nebs or Vegas to be able to get your plays out faster with calls and Oasis. 2 Vega. 1 Sirius. A lot of y'all don't run this card, but this card is pretty good. Especially like mid game, y'all would think it'd be like, mid and late game, this card is phenomenal because you can combo this with this and the Gusto Emerald, and you can recycle like 80% of your plays and draw 2. So that can be your way you can do your pot of average this way. But 1 Sirius, return 5, draw 1. My personal tech still 2 Marmelios, search for trap holes, and then when it's special summon, activates like an MST. So it's still good, and it works good if you got like Altair Deneb already and you done made your play and go to Reflasia and they can't get by it. Then you can normal summon this. You can't get Phoenix Chain, you can't get Bottomless, and then if they try to attack it, then you just take damage. It doesn't get destroyed because of Reflasia, so you can kind of do like a little small soft lock with that. So that's another reason why it's in there. That's it for the monsters. Spell, we got 3 Card of Demise. I think this card will be getting hit, but if it don't, this deck will still be rolling. Next, 2 Twin Twister. So you got that, and with the Marmelio pops, so that makes pretty good, decent back row destruction. 1 Rhoda and 1 Instant Fusion for Norden. Next, the trap lineup. It's pretty, the second part of the deck, as everybody knows. But except my back row is a lot more hurtful, as I can say. Staple, 3 Stellar Nova Alphas, trigger off the Stellarknight, draw a card. Next, 3 Solemn Strike. Next, 3 Drowning Mirror Force. For when you get those brick hands, it can go off. Protect yourself. 3 Call of the Hunnets, staple, Graveyard Born with the Marmelios and Altars and the Nebs. 2 Oasis of Dragon Souls, same thing, call, turn the worm types. We don't worry about the worm types in this build. This is my only proxy, but this is Quaking Mirror Force. So you got 3 drowning, 2 quaking to give you, overall to get into your mirror forces when you need to, or try to draw into them with the demise. Next, 2 Floodgate Trap Holes, the new trap hole that came out of Dark Illusions. When your opponent normal or special, you can put it face down. Yeah, it still gets their effect, but in a pin deck, instead of using time space to pay life points, they go to pin, you play this. They still get their effects, but then they all go face down, and then they can't be used. And then Burning Abyss, if they was to like go reveal special and then normal, you can be like floodgate, flip that one face down, it destroys the other one. Then they can't play any other burn abyss monsters because the other one's face down, and it will keep auto killing. So you can kind of either use that technique to get around them until you can build up your field, or just go off and make whatever like Trevera and Diamond and go from there. Next, 2 Nightmare, 2 Void, Trap Holes, still pretty decent card for the Trap Tricks lineup, and 1 Bottomless, and last but not least 1 Solemn Warning. It's a 44 card deck. Don't really just care about the 40 because with the way this deck searches and then the card of demise and stuff like that you possibly draw, it makes it move like a 40 card deck. So, and I done beat a lot of decks. Like I said, I got 3 invites that run exactly 40. So as long as you don't just go stupid with the monster count, I mean the number count, you're fine. 44 doesn't hurt it. Now for the extra, 1 Diamond for the dark matchups, 2 Trevera, staple, basically bounce everything on the field to reuse. 2 Stellarknight Death Throsters. I see a lot of y'all only run 1, but I run 2 because once you make this, and the way, if you've seen just how my trap lineup is, it's going to be kind of hard to get him off board the correct way. So you're either going to set his effect off, and I can just go into the second one, or you're not going to mess with it. And now when I normal summon, I don't have to worry about Maxi, Effect Veiler, or Strike or any of that because you can't do anything to my summons. So that works for that, and I can combo it with like Call. If you don't have a response to Call, by the time Emilio hits the field, since his effect activates on summon, you can't reply with Strike. You can't reply with Strike or some stuff like that. So I'm gonna get my pop or my searches. So I like 2 Death Thrusters plus he's a floater. Next, 2 Trap Tricks Reflasias. Pretty much as you've seen all the trap hole support that I have here, and that's why you run 2. So if they get like Raigeki the first one and think it's done, or Dark Hole the first one, then when you go into the second one, if you can like Quaking and then go to the second one, they're like pretty much gonna have to fight it. Or if you can make, it's one game that I didn't spam both of them out, but going like Vega, Unkalaha, Instant Fusion, grab the Neb and win both of these and set like 2. And my opponent didn't have the Dark Hole of Raigeki, so they just sit there for like 4 turns having to fight nothing but Reflasias. So it hurts. Next, 2 Utopias to negate attacks if I need be, but that ain't the purpose of the card. But if I need to use it that way, I can. 2 Utopias. 1 Utopia Prime. If I'm pushed, my life points are low, and you got a full board or special summon, I can like detach 3 materials, remove all your monsters and all the special summon monsters, and then burn you for 300. I can clutch that way, or I can use the Utopia Lightnings to beat down over like Dante's without setting any effects off, or like Cosmo or stuff like that. So the Lightning is like the best card in the extra deck to me. 1 Abyss Dweller still for the graveyard, PK Fire and stuff like that. Next, 1 Degusto Emerald to return 3 and draw 1. Like I was saying with the Sirius thing, you can go Altair, Sirius, Sirius returns 5, draw 1, overlay the Degusto Emerald, detach, return 3, draw another card so it can get you back into the game faster. And last but not least, the 1 Norton. On to the side deck now. 3 Fairywind for any like floodgates or pendulum decks is staple. It's really here for monarchs to get around all the spells and like domain and stuff. So that's still like reliable. If the ban list doesn't hit it, this will pretty much stay the same. Even with the new morphos and all that coming out, it still pretty much stay the same. Next, 2 Spell Shatter Arrows. Even with the Dark Magician support, since they have a lot of continuous stuff, this card will be very good against them, along with the Fairwinds. Next, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors for Dark Magicians, any type of dark decks, that random dot decks with darks, that'll be there. Next, we got 3 Imperial Ironwall for Cosmo, Dark Magician with the circle to try to banish and all that stuff if they need to. Infernoids, any type of off the wall decks. That'll get rid of that. Next we got 3 Master Restrict. Again with Monarch, Amorphages, I believe that's what they called. Monarchs, any type of deck that can allow you to tribute Clifford, like, it's still in there for those reasons. Magic Specters, so yeah, that's a good card. 1 Stygian Dirge, testing it out. I had 3 in here, but I took them out to try to replace it with the 2 Phoenix Chains. I noticed if I get into a bind for where my trap holes are not doing, or if it's a bad matchup, I can side them out for Phoenix Chains. If you're doing more effects, you know, a whole lot of effects that are just summoning, trying to plus, I could just do these and sub them out for like the floodgates or whatever trap hole is not helping me as much, I can do this. But that is my deck profile of the new Stellarknights that we're going into. I guess the deck will be, I can honestly say the deck will be better when the new Stellarknight card come out, so we can get to our rank plays, our big boss monsters faster. But like, subscribe, leave any comments below. This is AKA Fire Dog signing out.